What is up, guys? It's Whatever here. We're going with the BBR season. Woo! We're back. We're also back with Little Cups. One of our favorite formats is back. And yeah, so we got a little bit of different things. I think we're trying out 2 draft pools because, you know, Scarlet and Violet, no berry juice, a lot of different things, kind of only using the decks allowed Pokemon. So we're doing that. Then also we're also forcing, I think, 9 Mons. It's only had a certain amount of points for specifically 9 Mons, which kind of forces the drafting to be going a certain way. But anyways, long story short, let's get to Shelder. Shelder, I got what was I, like 6 out of 8, I think, for the pool. So like it was one of the best Mons that was definitely available at. And like with no berry juice, I really thought that he's going to be a monster because you can't berry juice out of some of the skill link, stuff. But yeah, a little disappointed because after I drafted him, I learned that he didn't get rapid spin, and I was like, oh, beans. But he's going to be an offensive guy anyway, and he's going to be clicking, Shell Smash, Rock Slide, Rock Blast, and, Spear. So like I'm not tripping too much about getting that removal right there. Anyways, next, Poniard. So Poniard was, I was like, one of the very few steel types in the, format that's like, a viable steel type. Now he doesn't resist fairy. Good news, there's not a whole lot of fairies that are good. But yeah, so like Iron Head, no knockoff, unfortunate, but whatever, we're fine. Rocks, really important, and then strong Sucker Punch. Defiant also helps because a lot of Pokemon in Little Cup like their abilities, so if then Intimidate's a good ability, so a lot of people are going to draft Intimidators. Shocking concept. Anyways, yeah. I got that at the kind of like pseudo back end wheel. Then I got Magby. He's so fast. He's like 19 speed. And speed tiers are like 80% of Little Cup. It's speed tiers and what your items are, So yeah. He also has like a belly drum set that's pretty cool. Especially because he's so fast. You have to have priority to kind of beat him. But he's also flame body. So like if you are trying to do that, then you might get burned. But yeah, pretty cool Magby. Nice and fast. And then Wattrel. Wattrel is here for an electric immunity for the Shelder. That was cool. Also, Flying Stab is really good because a lot of fighting types in Little Cup are very, very strong because they get access to knockoff still. So they kind of, just kind of click buttons really, and you get to like knock off things really easily. And items are very, very important in Little Cup because the stats aren't there to back up anything else. But yeah, so Wattrel's here, kind of help with that, electric. Also, he seems pretty strong. Like, electric and flying is a very, very good offensive kind of thing. Also gives me a little bit of momentum as well with Volt Switch. Then we got Crabrawler. That's my guy. I was so excited to get Crabrawler. But yeah, like he's just there. Iron Fist, Drain Punch. He gets access to like Ice Punch and Thunder Punch and stuff too. I think he gets Fire Punch too, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he's just pretty solid fighting type. Like I was saying, I gets access to knockoff too, and it's actually pretty fast for what you would think. Like for Little Cup, he's decently fast. Like he outspeeds a pretty good amount of people. And yeah, I'm super excited for Crabrawler. Then we got Drifloon. At this point, I was like, you know what? I got points. Let's spend them. So I went Drifloon. Drifloon is one of the most annoying Pokemon in Little Cup, when used correctly. Because this guy just is annoying. He just straight up is annoying. He's got like almost every status. And then he can do like knockoff, tailwind, unburden, can be fast as fuck. And yeah, like, hex sets are also really strong because he can status everything. But yeah, Drifloon cool. Also super cool shiny. That's my goat. Then we got Dratini. Oh yeah. So extreme speed is very strong in a meta game where fast priority is very good, and the fastest priority is really, really good. Multi-skill is also something where on a meta game also where rocks and spikes are not nearly as quote-unquote free as in like standard and stuff. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to Dratini. He looks pretty cool. I haven't used him. This is like an own special mon that I wanted to try. And we got Turtwig. I noticed that my only rocker was Pawniard. And Pawniard's probably not going to want to rock too much. Also, I'm having a little bit of trouble with those water types that are going to be stop and shelter there. So I was like, yep, Turtwig. Another Shell Smasher too, which is crazy. It's probably going to force some mirror herbs there. And we are doing item clause, so it's forced maximum of 2. So at max, 2 of Violites, no berry juice, which means you gotta be a little bit more creative with your team building. So I'm assuming mirror herbs are gonna come a lot more for my team. And that leaves us 1 Mon and only 1 point. And we got Milsri. This is, whatever 1 pointer was available. Unfortunately, there's not like a whole lot of value here. I figured, hey, maybe there's a setup set somewhere in there. I don't know. This thing is super not bulky and super not strong. So that's where it's going to be it. We're going to be doing some Little Cups gaming. It's a very fast kind of meta game. So we'll see where these things go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.